Unapologetic.
I said what I said.
Unrepentant.
When I am assertive, I'm a bitch. When a man is assertive, he's a boss.
And unfiltered.
If you want to say anything, you say I'm real.
I'm Dominique the Diva.
I am the #1 most impactful.
And I'm Chey Parker.
Did not come here to impress you, because to tell you the truth, when I leave here, I'm gone, and I don't care what you think about me.
And we're not here to offend you. We're here to offend
everybody.
You were thinking it. I know, but you said it. I know.
So listen, we're dishing on everything hip-hop,
pop culture, and all the bullshit in between.
So get your panties out a bunch.
And press play if you ain't scared.
To Diva Unfiltered. Check, is this thing on? Hello.
Hola. It's episode what? We never know.
We never know. It's the Diva Unfiltered podcast. I am your host, Dominique the Diva, and this is my best friend, media personality, radio personality, Chey.
You're trying to be funny right now.
Nope, we're going to get to that later. Chey Parker.
Hi, everyone. Like, subscribe, follow.
Yes, all of that. And let me know now that my son Cash is in the studio. So at any point, everything in here topples over. Because Cash was here. And
you might see some plats at the bottom of the screen at any given moment.
Yes, because we don't want him to shut things down. But he will. But we're going to get through this because, we got a lot of things to get unfiltered about. All the craziness that happens in pop culture, hip-hop, rap. We got to talk about
real life.
And that's why we always start with, what you going through, Chey?
What am I going through? So we haven't talked about this yet because I was specifically saving it for the podcast. And I thought, when I was going through this process and someone, asked me out on a date and they are younger than me.
Okay.
3 years younger than me.
Okay.
2.5, 3 years younger than me. I don't really do the young thing. And I was like, Dawn would be so proud of me because I'm being open-minded.
Yes, open-mindedness.
She's always been an advocate for the young bulls.
Young guys are fun.
Went to shit.
Oh, fuck.
First of all, I should have known better because I feel like as soon as a guy under 30 says that he only dates older women, I already automatically assume that he's broke. Just say you need somewhere to go. Just say you're homeless. And leave me alone, okay? But I said, I'm just thinking of you in my head this whole time. I'm like, I'm going to give it a shot because clearly what I'm doing hasn't been working, okay? So I'm going to try something else and it went to shit.
It's good to stay open-minded, so that's good for you. I don't want to mess up the...
it was giving, let's go half.
It's good that you went. I mean, I went... I've gone on dates with people that I absolutely knew nothing is going to come for this. It depends on why you're dating. Like right now, to have fun. Are you waiting for someone else to take the lead and then you'll think about something more serious at that juncture? But it's good to at least try. And then it went to shit. But that's a lot of older men who goes to shit too.
That's very true. That's very true. And dating for fun, it's fun until you run into a let's go half type of nigga.
No, did he really? Did he really say let's go half?
He was literally going back and forth with me. So we were just having a conversation.
Why are we going back and forth about the bill?
I don't even feel bad about telling this story because I feel like it should more so be a lesson for both of us, for him and I and anyone who's ever been in this situation. But we were having a conversation about vacationing. Okay. And, I was telling him, I like to travel a lot. I like to go, out of the country at least twice a year, That's just, my thing. Yes. I like vacations. And so his first question was, so how do you handle traveling with a significant other? And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck do you mean? How do I handle traveling with my significant other? In terms of finances? And then I could already see that the conversation was getting ready to go downhill. And so we got into this whole discussion about, men being a provider and men being the head of the household. And that's how I was raised. And no, I don't believe a man should have to pay for everything, but I believe that you should have it. I'm going to have it in case you don't, but you should really be focused on having it.
Very true.
And he was really trying to debate with me. And I just said, I'm sorry, I'm confused because I've literally never had this conversation with a man before in my life. That's just not my experience. I've never had that conversation before.
How do you feel about you saying that?
He was like, oh, well, I think maybe we should table this discussion for when we meet in person. And I said, I think we should just table this whole thing. Because I can already tell.
Honey, if you're not going to pay for the trip, I'm not going on the trip.
But But even so, I've paid for full vacations before.
No,
I've flown a nigga out.
It's about being able to do it, and if you're going to be my man, then you should be doing
Why? I think
that.
my biggest part was, why is it a conversation?
Yeah, it should be
I
a
don't want
conversation.
to date anyone who feels like it's a debate. It shouldn't be a struggle, a back and forth about
this hypothetical date that we're going to go on, because I don't even know you like that.
I'm definitely not going on at this juncture.
Did you debate over the bill, like you were saying, like... Did you debate, like, half? You said go half.
Well, he was like, you keep telling me you don't go half, but do you believe in equal? And I was like, define equal, because I don't really believe that relationships are even really equal. I think it's always a give and take, a up and down.
Absolutely.
Even beyond finances, like, emotions. Sometimes your partner just can't show up 100%, and like you got to show up 120 when they only at 75 or whatever the case is. But I was just confused that the conversation was even a conversation, and that's what made me the most uncomfortable.
And was this your first date?
We didn't even make it to the date, bitch. I was just so glad that we had this conversation via text. Before
you gotta weed them the fuck out of there.
Listen, you gotta weed these niggas the fuck out.
Weed them out.
But not only that, I just was like,
nah, it's things like that that can be.
I work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Why would I take out my time on a Tuesday to be somewhere with the let's go half nigga? I just,
but
that's
he couldn't even like
ministry.
pay for the whole thing on the first day.
It was giving. I'm gonna take you to Fridays.
Yeah. Why is it such a conversation, fellas? You guys can't really be out here going out like that. Now we know it's some bum bitches out here too, but if you're approaching me and you're approaching, if you're approaching a woman, you need to be paying for the first date, and that's just that on that. And there are other women who will say, "Hey, we can go half-seas," but on the first go around, no. I just told a story too with my girls on the Undressing Room podcast about when I had a guy in my phone named declined card. Because, like, after...
His card declined?
Yeah, his card declined.
Wait, did I hear this story before?
I'm pretty sure you did. It was, like, a minute ago. It's, like, a minute ago. But, I know that I wasn't having a good time on the date because I actually ate all of my food. You know what I mean? Because, like, when you're really having fun, you talking. You right. Right. You just kick
the appetizer still there.
Girl, you ever have on a date like that when it's really a vibe with a nigga, though? That be some of the best times when it's really a vibe.
It don't even matter what you're doing. What? Like, you just vibing.
Especially if you with a man that you, like, really trust. So it's like, I can get a little tipsy because I know we finna get home.
Okay. Don't excite me with a good time.
We finna get home safe. Anyway. So anyway,
I don't gotta worry about nothing because he worry about it.
Right. So it wasn't giving that though, but it was just like brunch, and then it was just like, yeah, and I paid for it because I was ready to get the fuck out of there. I was just like, this is a waste.
So wait. So the bill comes out.
He
puts his card in. He's acting as though there's money on the card.
No, he said that he just got back in the country, which he did. And it was a situation with that in his bank, and the waitress just kept coming back, and I was just like, girl, stop coming back.
So did he Cash App you and say, hey?
No, Cash App wasn't even around then. Okay. That's how long ago that was. And then, like, I had posted something on Instagram once after that, and it was something about bringing the table to the table or something like that. And then, like, he's going to hit me up in the DM, send me that meme to myself and say, like, he wanted to go on another date with me again. I'm like, sir, the last time I was at a table with your black ass,
your card declined.
Okay, so, wrong one, shit, fuck.
You'll never get another chance.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never
you gotta be quicker than that.
Never gonna get it. Yeah, so, I mean, dating is fun experiences. Because I went on a date with a white guy that I knew nothing would ever come of it. It was just, like, for fun. But, yeah, you don't have to waste your time going half-seas with niggas either. Because there's niggas out there that's gonna pay. And a conversation about dinner...
And I really should have known when he told me, like, Ruth Chris, that's just in such an expensive place. And I don't want to count anybody's coins or pockets. We're not here to do that. But you know how we eat on a regular basis, right? Like, that is not anything. I also felt like guys
all of a sudden started using that as like a... Like, how cheesy
trying to
is that
lower
to
the
me?
standards? Like, the bar is in hell.
No, the guy would literally just be like, yeah, let me take you to Ruth Chris. Like, specifically, you haven't had that over the years? And I'd just be like, what's that? What's that about?
Well, it sounded like I was about to go to Fridays. That's what it fucking sounded like. I was like, well, where do you want to go?
What sound effect goes there?
If we can't go to Ruth Chris, then where the hell can we go?
Right. Shut up. I like Joe's. Anyway, shout out to Joe's.
It was a nice thought. I tried it, didn't like it. I think I'm pretty cool,
So you looking for a zaddy? salt and pepper.
I'm not necessarily looking for a zaddy. You know, I got a little boo or whatever. I got a little babe, but we both single. So, you know, I was being open-minded about dating. A friend of mine tried to, like, match us up, and I was just like, girl, you tried it with me.
That never works for me, like, when people used to try to, like, match you up.
No, it never works.
Why, though?
I don't know. I've always told my guy friends, because, of course, my guy friends have asked about several of you before. And I'm just like, you know, I don't do the matchmaking thing. Like, if y'all are in the same room, if I put you in the same room, you can make your move. Yeah. I'll give you her Instagram. You can slide in the DMs and be like, yo, Shay, you know. But other than that, the matchmaking, because when shit hits the fan, I don't want to be in the middle of it.
That's very true. And you kind of put yourself in the middle of that situation when you do that. I just tell my guy friends, like, my bitches don't want y'all.
You have said that a few times.
They just don't want y'all. That's all. I'll let them know, though, if they did.
I'll be like, she will run circles around you. Okay? I'm letting you know that right now. She's not a good person.
That's funny. Shut up. Shay thinks I'm mean, but she is even meaner. So as far as what I'm going through, I'm trying to think. I don't know. What am I going through? What am I going through? I'm having like a brain fart. My kid is with me today, so multitasking, getting ready to head back into the studio. Slowly but surely, we'll be heading back into our studios for the Quicksilver show with Dominique the Diva. So I'm getting ready for that. It means I have to figure out cash. I'm gonna have my
How are you feeling
him.
about that, though? Like, as far as having a nanny with him more?
I don't know if I'll have her, or I do really want him to play with other kids. Yeah. So I'm just really thinking about
kids are
what to
charming.
do with that.
Kids are
so charming, but I really like only like for 4 hours a day, 3 days a week type part-time thing. Just a little bit, because it's important for him to know how to do that. But otherwise, I'm just gearing up for the world opening up and just traveling. And I'm trying to hit the 757 this month, as well as ATL. So we really out here. Shay trying to get me to go out the country or whatever. Belize me,
we
baby.
Going to Belize. So, I was so weak at your text when you were like, we going to Belize, and I don't even know where that is.
Okay, where the fuck? I'm just kidding.
You hoes ain't going to Belize.
I know, because y'all, I'm tired of going to Mexico. Even though Mexico is always a good time.
Listen, if I don't see Mexico again for the rest of this year, I'll be fine. I do want to visit Tulum, but if I don't see it again for a minute, I'll be cool. But I think we're gonna have an amazing time in Belize. Big 30.
Come on, 3-0.
I can't fucking believe it.
Yes, Shay. Whoa.
Wow. I can't believe it. No, but that's how I feel. When I say 30, I'll be like...
But remember when we were like 19 and we thought we'd be married with our husbands and babies and dogs in our house by 25? Yeah, remember that?
I was
stupid.
So close. I was so close.
Hey, yo, one time, shout out to God for like not giving me those things I thought I wanted so badly, okay? And the things that turned out, because let me tell you, honey, his plan is always better than what you thought.
The way he blocks things,
okay,
baby.
Without you even knowing, honey.
Okay.
Come on.
Move you right on up out the way. Praise break. We need to get an amen or something.
Can we get an
board.
amen on it? We got gunshots. This is terrible. Let's just size it. We need an amen for real.
But this summer we're definitely going up. You're gonna have to stay tuned in.
Yes,
for some events.
Yes, because we want to celebrate Shay Parker's Big 30, Big 3-0. And so, you know, we got to have a happy hour in the city, okay? So make sure you guys are locked in, tuned in at I Am Shay Parker, at Dominique the Diva, at Diva Unfiltered Podcast, so y'all know exactly what we're going to be turning
up. And come ready to be drunk.
Okay, y'all can't
I don't want no dry pussies at the birthday party. Okay? No dry pussies. All right.
Y'all can't go to Belize with us, but y'all can definitely turn up with us or whatever.
For sure.
Okay, so speaking of turning up, let's talk about Amazon no longer testing for marijuana. We got a chance to get unfiltered. We got unfiltered about it on my show this week, and it was so funny because we actually had an Amazon driver call in and was like, I worked for Amazon for 4 years, honey. If it wasn't for the weed, I wouldn't still be here, honey. I said...
Okay, I feel like a lot of people can say that about their jobs.
I know that's
I'm surprised at Amazon because honestly, it's a company that I would think wouldn't drug test anyway.
Well, they said drivers and certain jobs, of course, will still be tested for that, but then there's other jobs that won't. And then think about it, they do have a large percentage of their company that works from home, you know. So that
that's very silly. True.
But being that it's legalized, don't you guys think that it's time for other businesses to start being more open-minded about this?
I think all businesses should be a lot more open-minded about this. I mean, I honestly feel like if more people smoked weed, it would be a better world.
Is there something else I can play for this?
Calm the fuck down. I just be wanting people to calm down.
Honestly.
Roll up, smoke some weed, and just
Calm
relax. Exhale.
Mm.
People don't know what they're missing. People get their heart rate all up, high blood pressure, high cholesterol.
Honestly, because like you would not care if he didn't text you back if you was high.
Okay. If you were focused on rolling up, you wouldn't be worried about whose picture he's like.
On the gram.
If you was focused on putting the weed in the grinder, you wouldn't be worried about where he's at.
Come on.
If you was
Focus
on breaking down the weed to put it in the roller, you wouldn't be worried about who he's fucking tonight.
Nah, for real though. Everybody just go ahead.
I'm telling you.
Inhale, exhale.
The marijuana be having me sleeping peacefully.
No, peacefully. Okay. What Carisha say?
I'd rather
Have the peace of a man. Anyway,
oh my God,
shout out
okay.
to Amazon for just being so pro like life, honestly, in a good way, because there's like hella flexible. They're not, going to be testing people for marijuana. They're like work from home, get the stuff out there fast. I use Amazon almost every week. I'm checking to see what's coming.
And
this
shout
week.
out to our job too, because we be at the concerts. Like,
okay,
y'all ready to go in the back?
Let's go. Okay. For real.
I hope they're not drug testing Chick-fil-A workers, because they deserve.
What do you mean? I don't know how that works.
I feel like they have to spend so much of their day being friendly, being nice and polite and saying my pleasure, that they deserve a blunt or two without the worry of being drug tested.
I saw this machinery in California that is making like, pre-rolled, blunts, like just pre-rolled, like a machinery. And I'm like, yo, really? Free all my niggas out the pen.
Free all my niggas.
Free all my niggas out the pen. This is wild, crazy. Like, they making hella money off of this now. You know what I mean? It's insane to me. And, there were times where, we couldn't really talk about it so openly, but it really is up to people, different types of people who use marijuana recreationally or medically or whatever. It's up to those people to help destigmatize everything that they've put on marijuana so far. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because of course they said, oh, black and brown people, they smoke this weed, they go out there and they kill people and they murder you, they take your babies, they eat them, they wrap them up in toilet paper, they mummy the kids. They're horrible monsters on this weed, and that's why they had it up there as a same schedule drug as heroin. And we're like, nah, not for real, bro. Like, you can't necessarily put marijuana
Why are
next
you talking
to
about Dare?
heroin. I don't even remember Dare being in my school.
I remember Dare being at my school, but I remember them being mostly about smoking cigarettes, I felt like.
Yeah, back then that was the thing.
Back when that was the thing, it was like the late 90s and the early 2000s. But then I did see, as we started to get to college, that they started focusing more on like vaping and weed.
Oh, okay.
And that whole
The
thing.
crazy thing is I didn't even smoke weed in college. I didn't smoke at all. Friends did. I wasn't interested. I wasn't interested. And I'm such a sad. I just wasn't interested. Like, I'm drinking. That's
So what made you smoke? What made you say, yeah, I'm going to pick up the blunt?
I was in California a lot, visiting my friends in LA a lot, and my friends that smoked. So I smoked with them one time, and I was like, okay. And I just remember all of a sudden the Kendrick Lamar album started sounding really good. I'm like, yo, this is amazing.
What weed is this?
And, I'm just kicking it with my friends in an apartment in LA, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, we're going to go to the movies. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go to the movies. And so I get a whole thing of popcorn, a big soda. Like, I don't even drink soda like that anymore.
Now, like, what other drugs would you try?
Well, I've tried Molly.
Okay.
And
did Molly make you sweat? Pop the Molly, I'm sweating. You remember that?
That was the year that I tried Molly. I was turning 25.
That was the year you were supposed to try it.
Yeah. I was turning 25. I just got my first time gig in radio, so it was really lit. One thing about me, though, I have to say, I'm a Googler. Like, I would rather you guys, like, not leak my Google history than to like leak my nudes or something, like, because I just Google everything. So when it comes to a drug, I'm Googling what it does to your body, the effects it has on your body, like how you're gonna feel the day after, the day before, what you should do, like shit like that, like that ass. And what I knew about Molly is that I would be very, very thirsty. So I got
let me stack up on the water.
Hella water in the room. Like, anyway, not to go into too many details, it was a lot of fun, but I don't need to be that fucking lit. I don't need that type of energy. Like, we were in Vegas, like, we partied until, like, the next morning. We partied for, like, 12, 11 hours. Like, we partied until, like, 10, 11 a.m. the next day.
And kids, that's how you're supposed to do Vegas.
Like, you know what I was saying?
Like, that is how you're supposed to do Vegas.
Like, it was just
in your head the whole time.
But the come down of that shit was not cool. Like, you can't breathe and talk at the same time. So I'm like getting really close, and like niggas is like, yo, what you drinking? I'm like, water. Water, nigga. They say don't drink. They say don't drink and pop it at the same time. I'm like tripping. I'm like in my own world, like really stupid. Let me tell you a stupid story of something stupid I did, okay?
On Molly?
Yes, because we're waiting to get into the little club here or whatever, and I need some water, so I go to the bar to get some water. I just ask her for some water. She's like, okay, and then I give her a 20, and she's like, do you want change? And I'm like, yeah.
Period. Because how much is the water?
She gives me back $20 in change, and I was like, oh.
Oh, she thought you were there for the casino.
The water is free. The water is free.
Oh, but I mean, how the hell was you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know? It's Vegas. Nothing's free in Vegas. Not even pussy.
She's like, girl, what the fuck? Like, the water's free, okay?
Like, come on.
So then I'm walking out the thing, and I ask the security guard, I'm like, hey, can I take this out here? And he's like, that water? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, I'm in Vegas.
It's not a real drink.
It was really stupid. Like, don't do that. Like, don't do Molly. But I had a fucking blast, man. I was on the floor, like, dancing. Like, shit, confetti's coming out the sky and shit. This little Indian guy here, I think he kissed me on the cheek.
Isn't it just funny? Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? And then, like, I couldn't go to sleep. I found myself Googling, like, is there a hospital on the Strip? Oh, my God. This is the desert. I didn't see a hospital on the Strip. We're all gonna...
Like, what am I gonna do if I die?
My heart is like... That's all so because of that little come down situation, not for me. I wouldn't, you know. But you know, black people, we don't consider things like we don't consider marijuana like drugs.
Yeah, I was about to say, the first time I started doing drugs, I mean, my grandma would probably had considered it drugs, but it was really out of boredom. Like,
yeah,
I was at Howard, but I was too old to go to like the 18 and up plus like clubs,
yeah.
But I was too young. I wasn't 21 yet, so I couldn't go to like the real clubs. So we just started smoking hella fucking weed, like every day. Just started smoking mad weed every day.
Wow.
And all my friends were already smoking, so I was the last one.
That's crazy.
To hop on the train, and we just started smoking. But I haven't really tried any other drugs. I would like to try shrooms.
Okay, so I've had friends that's done shrooms, and even around me at the time, again, if I'm not interested, I'm just not. And then like they had chocolate covered ones, and they were like making a disgusting face, and so I didn't want to do it because they was like, it's disgusting, and I'm like,
really?
Ew,
Oh,
how's it chocolate covered and disgusting? Not interested. But I've seen my friends on it, and they seem to be having a blast. I have to say,
they seem to be
having a fucking time of their life, especially if like the sun is setting and like nature vibes. Like, they seem to have a blast. I've never done it, but
I'm wondering if shrooms is something that you can be crossfaded on. Like, is that something that you
want to
also
drink
smoke
with?
weed, or
I don't
also
fucking
drink?
know. But you definitely want to be around people that are comfortable to you, people that you trust, and like not be in a bad mood, you know, because I heard you can have very bad trips, you know. But I think it's interesting the relationship that marijuana is now having, like, with the country, you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, alcohol and shit is like terrible. You can get it anywhere and stuff like that. And now all of a sudden they have, you know, so many dispensaries. I am enjoying the new dispensary not too far from my house. I've been enjoying my edibles. They've got all types
You have been saying that.
Yeah, all types of cereal bars and shit, bitch.
Listen, and shout out to my followers, because before I went to Cabo, I asked all my followers, where do you get your edibles from?
Yeah.
Like, hit me up with the spots. And so many people sent me all these different places. Some people who were making them on their own, like real low key. I found out my homeboy, shout out to DJ Big Will, he hooked me up with some like really good edibles for Cabo.
Big Will.
And I was saying I was going to do a list and like post it, on my story so that folks could like, support people. But I just never got around to it. But I have been feeling the edible thing because it's a different high.
It definitely is. It's
it
like
doesn't put you down. Like,
yeah, it just depends on like if you know how much you should be eating off of whatever. Because some stuff be potent and
you don't need a
and
whole
it tastes good, and you got to
now.
remind yourself like this ain't no regular brownie. I'm stuck right here. Right? Don't be doing it too much, but it'll be interesting.
Don't do drugs,
to see.
kids.
Yeah, definitely don't. But I think it's important to have more conversations about people's relationships with weed. Like we're talking about Amazon not, testing people. Like, you know what I mean? Not everybody is just going to have like, I don't know. Just
be this drugged out weed
yeah,
head
they got the
that
dreads.
can't get anything done.
And they got the dirty dreadlocks. And they, whatever they think.
And they wear their pants to their knees.
Whatever they
Whatever.
say about it, but it'll be interesting to see what other jobs in it. But I'm glad that at least Amazon won't have my orders late because that's all I'm worried about. Okay, they still gonna.
Well, I hope not. Don't be taking no break trying to roll up real quick before you drop off my order. I need my shit to date.
They need to be on time. Okay, it was another story that you wanted to talk about, Shay, and I found it pretty hilarious too about the Karens. The Karens of the world.
No one wants to name their baby Karen anymore.
So there's been an article this week about the name Karen falling down from the name chart.
First of all,
like over like 100.
Y'all should have never been naming your kids Karen anyway. It's ugly.
First of all, what happened to Susan? Because I was saying Susan at first, but Karen kind of got a...
I wonder where Waukesha is on the chart now.
Moneybag said Waukesha is the song of the year.
I honestly think we're going to see a couple of kids pop up in the next
From
year
Waukesha?
or two, and their name is going to be Waukesha.
Oh my goodness. Is it because they doing it to Waukesha, so they just feel like they have to name their kid?
When you do it to Waukesha?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Songs to do it to. Hey.
But that's so funny to me that just society and culture can make a name unpopular.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to name their kid Karen, especially not fucking black people.
And you know what? I think it's hilarious because there's a certain network that has like a show with all the Karens that sit down and they talk about how they feel, and I'm so damn jaded. I'm watching that shit like, who gives a fuck about how they fucking feel? Fucking ask them to film this shit. Who asked for a show like
the fact that you're is it on Zeus?
No, it's not on Zeus. I don't know where it is. I'll send you the link.
The fact that you found it and watched it,
and I was disgusted. No, I saw a trailer on Instagram about it, that there's a show, I believe it's on Showtime, and I'm just like, who asked Karens how they feel? I mean, I guess they do have.
What was the vibe? How did they feel?
Well, some of them are just like saying that it's not fair too, to like group them all together as Karens, and but a lot of them had also asked for the manager before, so we're like, bitch, that's exactly what the fuck we're talking about. So it's just like, I don't know.
But just because you are a Karen doesn't mean you have to be a Karen.
Karen, okay?
Just because you're in the world doesn't mean that you have to be of the world. Just because you're in the ghetto doesn't mean that you have to be of the ghetto. So if you're a Karen, you don't have to be a Karen. A Karen is a state of mind. It's a mindset. The gunshots.
I don't know.
You feel me?
Okay, come
but
on,
I
Karen.
would be upset like if everybody kept saying that's Shaylin over there. I'd be like, damn.
Oh, you pulling the Shay. Oh, you pulling the Shay.
Like, what the fuck is
you
that
think
supposed
you
to mean?
Shaylin? Wow, you think you Shaylin over here?
Wow.
Yeah, so
not today, Shaylin.
Well, but think about how awkward a baby Karen looks anyway. Like, it's 2021. Like a baby Karen. That's like seeing a baby named Deborah. Like, what are you doing?
You know what?
It's a grown person name. You gotta be grown.
Or Barbara.
Barbara. What happens to the Barbara?
Barbara.
Are there any more little Barbaras?
What do you even call a baby Barbara? Baby Barbara?
Barb. A Barb.
You know what? I remember this girl back in high school whose name was Deborah, but of course
God.
it was spelled Deborah, but she kept telling everybody, everyone would call her Deborah, but her name was Deborah. She would be like,
God.
it's Deborah.
Okay.
Girl. Girl.
Deborah.
Stop what you're doing immediately. Something else that I want you to stop naming your kids. I want y'all to stop naming y'all kids Chastity.
Why? Well, why was her name Deborah?
Well, you know it's a Bible name.
She said it was Deborah. No, it's Deborah.
I didn't even mean to push that.
Your mom's an idiot. Your name is Deborah.
Your name is definitely Deborah.
Deborah.
But it was literally spelt Deborah. So it had me thinking back in the day, like, okay, so why everybody else's name who's Deborah isn't spelled Debra versus Deborah? So I kind of felt like she was right. It is Deborah.
Well, look, the internet says Karen is typically a white entitled woman who throws public tantrums thanks to a perceived victim mentality. The meme is often used as a catch-all term for bad behaviors of women with white privilege. Did they get it right?
Webster's?
Did they get it right? No, that's KUTV.
Oh, okay.
News.
I thought that was dictionary.com. I was
So,
going to say, oh, that's bad.
Did they get it right?
They did get it right.
Maybe that's why they don't want to name their kid Karen.
Damn, I feel bad for all the Karens out there.
Do you think there's any white Karens? Do a show about how the fuck they feel. Who cares about what the real Karens care about?
What you mean, the black Karens?
Yeah, what if they're like, well, wait a minute, how can I...
Right. How do the black... I don't think the black Karens care. I know a girl named Karen. The Bratz doll, Karen Jinsu, on Instagram. Her name's Karen, and no one ever seems to call her Karen or anything.
Okay, well...
It's all a state of mind.
Yeah, you guys can just keep calling your kids.
What else do we want people to stop naming their kids in 2021 and beyond?
I don't know. What about guy names? What guys, like, what name of a guy do you hear his name and you're like, he's a dickhead? Jamal.
Oh my God. I cannot believe you just said that.
Why did I go for the J's first?
Because in my mind.
Leave my J out of it.
That's what I was saying. Leave my boo Jamar alone. His name's Jamar. I don't like that. Leave him alone.
Well, my boo is a Jeff J name too.
But we probably should leave.
But they say J names is bad.
They are
guys.
bad.
And Sean's and like.
Sean.
And like Chris's and like. Brandon's.
That's everybody, bitch.
Yeah, fuck them all. Next topic. Let's talk about Lanithia. That's a name.
Lanithia?
That's
my
Nene
God.
Leakes. That's Nene Leakes.
Oh, that's Nene.
Yes.
Hey, girl. What did she do this week?
She said, honey, that she is the Beyonce of Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? She basically said that, they just been trying and trying without her, honey, but it's not giving the same. It's giving Beyonce without Destiny's Children. What do you think about that?
I mean, would you fault me for agreeing?
I have to say, I did feel like they were dragging this season, like dragging and just like trying and reaching. In the end, making it entertaining. However,
I think the biggest sign that Nene needs to come back is this whole Portia new fiance Simon fiasco.
See, Simon wants all the smoke, and I think I'm starting to believe he really wants the television reality smoke too. Like he lives for this, because I believe I'm hearing a storyline or something where he talked Fallon into doing Real Housewives in the first place. Like, he was the one that was pushing her to sign up for the show. He wanted to be on the show regardless type vibe. So maybe him and Portia do have some type of agreement. Because it's not giving lovey-dovey. And I want to see the tattoo. You got a tattoo? Let me see the tattoo. I want to see the tattoo if you got a tattoo.
I don't believe it. Do you think that they're all in on this?
No, I give very, happy birthday, fiance, and hearts on the pictures, and... it's not giving videos of you tonguing down your man. But regardless of all that, when you're really in love, it's a certain gushing feeling that you can't not do to your stupid face. You get this stupid face when people ask you about him, and you're just I don't know,
I'm not getting that vibe at all. I'm getting more so desperation vibes.
Ooh,
to kick up the storyline. And they're talking about Portia having her own spinoff. There's been some rumors in the streets about that. So We'll see what happens, but I don't know.
Fallon's going to be sitting down on the 10th. She has a
saw
tell-all coming, and Simon retweeted it and was like, this is the face of a cheater. She has a baby on the way. He tagged the guy that she allegedly has a baby with. He had,
I want to see the ultrasound.
Yeah, I do want to see the ultrasound. Was she drinking on her birthday? Now we want to go back and look, huh, and be nosy. Honey, this is good. I am all in.
But then I'm
not afraid to say it.
You know, and I'm all for love. I think that people should go for it. You know, when they find somebody that they like and they meet them and it's all feelings and vibes and you want to get married, then sure. But I also feel like there's just a certain level of sort of respect and covering that you should have as far as when you're married. And she's like, not your ex-wife. I don't know. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is like an icky situation. And I just want to say, like, in what world are you dating a guy for, like, how long do you say? A month?
A month and getting married.
And everyone knows. Like, let's be real.
Right.
Like,
and Portia's never really been the type to even do that.
Or not reality show.
Right.
Just point blank period to any person listening, any celebrity, any person in the world that meets someone within a month. And what mom do you really, I mean, what are you, Lamar and Khloe Kardashian? Like, and what are you really, like, already on the gram? The whole world knows your ex-wife is up here doing this and that.
You're a millionaire.
You got me taking a picture with your kid and shit.
And your baby daddy.
Like, what's going on? We know these cameras are rolling. So I just want to know what
I want to know what
Portia's
Nene has to say.
I want to know what, yeah, so they should bring some ladies back though. Like if they brought Nene back and Phaedra back.
If they brought Phaedra back.
Because Sheree got a jail bar.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Who's going to check me, boo? I do feel like they should bring back all the OGs. I think it's time for Phaedra to come back. We're over the whole...
I don't know.
Candy's never going to be over it, but...
Candy is a superstar, honey, so...
Listen, but you know, Candy don't let go of nothing, honey.
Yep, and she will come for you.
She surely will.
Well, I'm interested in that season. I'm also interested in the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Potomac. We get a new girl, so I'm here to see exactly what she brings to the table, and it'll be interesting to see how Potomac comes up after Atlanta and right now New York with Ebony Hayways. But I have to be honest, I never kept up with New York. My best friends keep up with New York. I watched the first episode with Ebony Chey and I just haven't been back yet, so it's something I have to binge.
So I really used to love Real Housewives of New Jersey. That was the one outside of Atlanta and
with
Potomac that I kept up with. Yes. Yeah. New Jersey was on 10. I felt like they were just all on drugs the whole time.
Oh, you know what? Probably.
Okay.
Down to drugs.
So when's somebody going to put us on a show?
I don't know. Let's talk about it. Like, would you be down for your reality TV? I've seen
I would be down for it, but I feel like it would definitely have to be a situation where I have relative control over the narrative, because I do feel like, you know, I've been on a few sets before, and it's certainly storylines that are already put in place. They already pretty much have it detailed or highlighted how they want the audience to perceive a certain character.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, coming into a casting audition or something like that, you know, you really have to put on whatever character you really want to be, because they're going to set you up like that, you know, when it's time to really set the storyline. So that's the only thing that I would be nervous about. You got to have the producers on your side.
Yeah, that's true. I think I want to only do it, and you guys will probably only see me if I can be myself. I'm Dominique the Diva, radio host, so y'all probably see me in and out. I'm interviewing everybody, you know, and maybe a little bit of my mommy in life, but other than that, I'm not here for the messy and the giggles, okay?
Because I'll end up smacking the shit out of somebody. That's the real tea.
I get my shmoney and I mind my business. I don't be going out to brunch to just throw drinks on bitches and
that's happened before,
and get a check. So, you know what? You say what?
I remember back in college, like, I was on a reality show set. I'm not going to say what it was, but we were shooting a pilot. And, yeah, I ended up getting in a whole, fight. I ended up getting super drunk off Ciroc. So now you know how long ago this was. Off Ciroc, and I ended up fighting.
Not she's talking about something. You know how
I ended up fighting, and I'm so embarrassed by that. I hope it never gets leaked on footage? YouTube. It's footage of it. I don't think it will ever be leaked, but it's just super embarrassing. So that's why I'm like, I I'm at a point now where I probably could do it, but
my mom calls that bringing shame to the name. But look, sometimes bitches try you or whatever. But we too grown. I get too much good money not fighting than to go on a show just to fight.
Just
you know
to
what I mean?
fight, right,
and even
yeah.
like my friends that are really close or friends that are in the reality TV show field, like, you know, I'm always, even when I was living in LA, very you know, just very particular about who I'm seen with, and I don't want nobody to ever get me fucked up in what it is I do, because once you come off a certain way and then you try to come back to a microphone and really want people to, you know, take what you say as being valid,
right.
It's kind of hard for us to do that sometimes, you know, because sometimes they don't take them seriously and don't take them seriously as real actors, when in reality you can use that to step into acting. Shout outs to people that have elevated from reality TV show and did their damn thing, you know.
Tammy Roman has really been doing it up too. She be in movies.
She be in movies. And speaking of movies, shout out to our girl Jada Waiter. Now, she hasn't done like a Love and Hip Hop situation even yet, and look, sis don't need to, for real.
Okay.
But Jada Chiefs just landed an acting role in her upcoming movie, and Tammy Rowland is actually going to be in the movie too.
I love that. And Drea definitely leveraged reality TV to really build herself up. She's a multi-million dollar brand on her own.
Yeah.
And she owns multi-million-dollar brands as well. And she acts. And she's not even that great at it.
But she gets
but she gets to the bag, though. And that's how I want to be. I don't want to have to be that great.
Listen, it works. Like, if it works, then it works.
Then it works.
Some people try to come for Sweetie or other females out there. Honey, it's working. If you're marketable and you're out there doing it. Same thing with Lala. You know, everybody had something to say about Lala when she was on Power, and she went to the Breakfast Club and she was like, well, everybody got something to say about how I'm doing it, but they not doing it.
Ooh.
But I got the job, though. But I'm doing it, though.
What did Venus say?
Period.
I know everybody that's asking me questions can't light a candle to me, honey.
And that's just that on
They'll
that.
never be able to play as well as me.
And that's the motherfucking mood for the rest of the year and beyond. Because she said so. Because I want to say the same thing. Like, ladies, don't be afraid to talk your shit. Men do it all the time. They beat their chest. They got to remind you about their accolades and what they doing. And they did this and they did that and they can do this. And this is fucking
and who they know and all that. And all
dick swinging contest. But don't forget sometimes to talk your shit too, okay? Because we deserve it. We hold shit down all the way around, and we can bring life into this world. Can you imagine if men could actually bring life into the world? Like, come on.
They would never let us hear the fucking end of it.
Exactly. So talk your shit, ladies.
I had to tweet that the other day. You know, women are truly the closest thing to God.
No,
the only
honestly,
other
we assist
beings,
him.
the only other spiritual beings that can bring life
Absolutely.
into the world. And that's just so lit to me. I love women, even though they get on my nerves a little bit sometimes.
We're celebrating. We're still celebrating women, but also we're celebrating Pride Month. So shout out to
Pride.
the LGBTQ community. Okay, now don't get it fucked up. Like, we are definitely allies. Okay, of the LGBTQ family, friends, and all of that. I think everybody should love who they love. I love love. If y'all want to be together, I mean, being with like committing to another human being. Period. It's just like a beautiful thing, like love. You know what I mean? Because like we're humans, so that means we make mistakes. That means we change our minds. That means like, and like just choosing love every day is a fucking choice, man. I'm just saying, man. So shout outs to the gays that want to do it too. Okay,
shout out to the gays that want to do it too.
I'm like, wow.
Listen,
hell yeah, let them get married. Shit.
Why not?
Why fucking not?
And honestly, studies show that gay marriages or same-sex marriages, like, they have more money than us.
Oh, well, shit.
So they're actually contributing more to society than
that's fucking right.
Heterosexual marriages or relationships. So just to put that out there, I've been thinking about getting with me a girl. Shit, because you niggas don't have no money.
Would you?
Listen, it's a lot of boss bad bitches, okay?
It definitely
And I feel like if I was gonna be with a girl, it would definitely be a bad bitch. Like, I wouldn't really go for like the tomboy girl or like,
but I've seen the guy some tomboy girls though that be hot. Like, you ever see like a tomboy girl that be like, you so pretty, you should, why you
know who could turn me out? I ain't even gonna
who?
You know.
Who?
I interviewed them.
Who is a girl that could turn you out?
You know, I interviewed them at Kiss Fest.
Who are you talking about?
Young M.A. Oh my God. She like made me so uncomfortable, y'all.
For real? Did she smell good?
Yeah, she smelled good. She smelled amazing. I was like, what is this vibe? It gave big dick energy, and I don't even think she has a dick. Like, I was like, this is really different. I felt very warm inside.
felt very. That's the thing. I knew she smelled good, yo. She looked like she smelled good.
She
like,
definitely
smelled.
She had me drinking
song.
Henny.
I like her new song with Ruby Rose. It's definitely a vibe. Check that out. Young and May, she got that swag, and that reminds me of a young lady in college who was very much a tomboy, had, you know, the dreads, and she just smelled so good. Every time she hugged me, I would be like, oh my God, she just smells so good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't catch me on a week and a knee night.
She's probably soft. That's the thing. Like women, like
No.
if you smell that good and you're soft, what more could you ask for? And clean, soft and clean. Their hands are warm.
I'm telling you.
They don't have any calluses on their hands.
Shout out to Pride Month. Yeah, but
You should go out.
But never the Manny Fresh, never the Manny Fresh kinds. But I've definitely had
Oh
like.
my God, what?
I've had the Manny Fresh type. I've had the Manny Fresh type straight up tell me like I'll give you my check. Like when I get paid, I would give you all of my money if you would be mine. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute, but
it's giving Manny Fresh.
No, but there was one time I was very attracted to a girl. I was at a strip club in LA. I was leaving. But I think she wanted to leave with me and my homeboy. It was just my homeboy, but I think she think it was given like all three of us. But I was just amazed at how small her waist was. It was the smallest, softest, most beautiful waist, and I just wanted to hold her.
Is that how men feel when they're at the strip club? That's what I imagine.
I imagine they like, oh my gosh, she's so soft. I wonder how she feels. Like, I don't know, but shout out to Pride Month. And you know, it's so funny to me too, because, you know, women talk about being attracted to other women, and it's, or let's see how I can put it. Some people teeter-tottering with, you know, if they also are attracted to women or bisexual or whatever. And it's so crazy to me. I look at women, I find women attractive all the time. How I know I'm not a lesbian, though, is like when it's time to get down to it, though.
You're scared? Oh, you're one of those. Okay. Every woman's gay until it's time to put the strap on.
You can do me, but I can't do you.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It was like, are you gay enough to eat pussy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not gay enough for that.
But like, if you want to play around with me and be sexy, girl, we can do
we
that.
We can kiss or something. Like, I'll let you feel my boobs.
I'll be in a strip club with my man. Like, yes, it's us, babe. Rub on us. We all the us. It's
right,
us,
but that's it.
That's it. Like, that's how I know. But yeah, women are, you know, precious beings, and I totally get it.
I think I'm also scared that if I went all the way, that I would like it too much.
I forgot you would fall in love and be married.
Because I feel like women know what women want, so they know, you know, how to be sensual in that way. And I just feel like they would be a way better kisser. Mm-hmm. I feel like they would probably eat pussy better. And I just don't want that type of pressure on my life, because I love my black women.
All right, so if you're a good looking joint and you think Shay a good looking joint, let's go ahead and link Shay up.
Don't do that, because y'all aggressive, and it be making me uncomfortable. I don't like that. I know how to turn niggas down, but the bitches I be blushing, I be like,
Young and May vibes. I remember. And you know what? A lot of times when women were coming on to me, I never realized it until it was like too late. Like, her whole fork is coming onto my plate, and my homeboy that's gay is like, Dom, she feeling you. I'm like, how? She's like, she's eating off of you. I'm like,
how do you know?
Bitch. I'm sitting next to you and shit, bitch. What? I was just playing.
We kikiing.
I thought we was kikiing, being girls and shit.
Girl, no, she like you.
Yeah, like I had one joint here, like, say, you funny? Like, she asked me if I was funny, and I was like, yeah, I'm funny as hell. And she's like, no, are you funny? Like, you know what I mean? And
I was like, are you funny? Nah, I ain't funny like that, girl.
That's an old term, I guess.
That's a different type of funny.
It was weird, because we were already, like, smoking together, so I was just kind of like, yeah. I'm out of here.
Now, I will say that I feel like they utilize social media a lot more when they want to approach, you know, women that they may not know is also attracted to women. I've had a couple like come real aggressive in the DMs. Like,
really?
We kikiing about hair and shit, and then all of a sudden it turns
really?
left, and I'm getting asked on a date, and I'm like, girl, no, I'm not.
I've never been on a date with a girl. I think if I was like single and I had been single, like, you know, it would be fun, but nah, because like, nah, I don't know.
How do I want to know where the bad bitch, like, where are the gay bad bitches? How do y'all ask
where they at,
another
though?
Bad bitch on a date?
Okay, let us know, and we'll come hang out and have them hang out with us, and we can find out what's really tea, because they really know all the tea, and that's why
me and Dom will go on a double date with you.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I love my LGBTQ.
Yes, I think Jeff would be cool with that.
Yeah,
if we
Jeff
both
is like. Yeah, he's like,
okay, girl, you'll be home.
Whatever.
You know you're not built like
he
that.
He knows I'm a punk when it comes down to it. That's why I'm so glad I don't have to worry about him pressuring me to ever do anything.
That's really good. See, that's why I like men who have already, got it out of their system.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need to do those things with you. I
don't need
slutted those girls out. I don't want to slut you out like those girls.
I see you as my wife, the mother of my child. I don't want to see you.
Isn't that so funny though? Because one time I do feel like I had a sexual partner and I was like really trying to get him to go there with me and stuff, and he hit me with that speech like, I just respect you so much, and I'm sitting here like, what?
Stick it in my ass.
I'm like, not
what
right
the
now.
Fuck? Oh my God.
Not right now. I don't want you.
Or some guys who only want to have sex with you and missionary. I'm like, do I look like an only missionary type of bitch? I am not an only missionary type of bitch, okay? I mean, it's cool. Like, we can kiss and stuff, but shit, turn me the fuck over. Back shot
right now. I don't want to hear that right now, bro.
Okay.
Gotta respect that, but yeah, sometimes, listen, if I'm already on my knees, I'm just kidding. All right, so anyway, we're gonna wrap this up soon. I think
this was fun.
I want to thank Cash for letting us do this long.
Shout out to Cash and shout out to Tazi, because I don't know what he's been doing to keep him occupied, but he has he even been in here?
No, he hasn't knocked down the lighting or anything. Like, Licious is holding it down, and it's just like, yeah, we got good vibes in here. We got the indigo in here as always. The world is about to open up June 11th. We say the world, we mean the nation's capital, of course, even though we worldwide or whatever, but we only sip it on that indigo gin because it has it's very low calorie, okay, no calorie, gluten free, and I know you probably don't even drink gin like that or whatever. It don't even smell like gin. No, it smells like strawberries. It's infused.
Treat yourself.
Infused with strawberries, and I mean, we just trying to keep it right and tight, so you can just have a little bit with some ice and you'll probably be good. But I like to put a little ginger ale in mine too sometimes too. But make sure you get on that indigo. We painting the city purple. Make sure you follow us because Shay is going to be celebrating her birthday here and very soon. Let them know about your birthday.
I am. We're going to be celebrating in a few weeks. We're going to give you all the details, but it's the big 30, and we're definitely going to give a cute little WCW happy hour, classy hoe, young jazzy hoe. Period. That's what I'm marrying every single little lady that she had. Okay? Period. And we're going to turn up. And again, don't come being a dry pussy. Okay? Like, be ready to drink. We're definitely going to be doing something with this because we got to keep the waistlines right for the birthday.
Absolutely. So,
yeah, I'm going to be excited. So, when we drop the info, double tap that when you see
I can't believe you're turning 30.
I can't believe it either.
You're going to be stepping into some of the best years of your life because, I mean, you're smarter now, you got more money now, and it's really, really good. Plus, you went to school, and so that college hustle that you had, you know how to apply it to anything. You just really go back to that often in your life while you're on the grind. And so I'm excited for you.
Listen, Diva's been giving me all the pep talks for 30. So I feel like I'm getting ready.
My mom said when you turn 30, like this light bulb goes off in your head. Sometimes it happens a little bit before, sometimes after. I really believe for you a little bit before because Shay is like so mature for her age. Oh. So I'm so excited, and we're gonna go all the way up. So make sure you guys are following her at I am Shay Parker, at Diva Unfiltered Podcast.
Better know it.
And at Dominique the Diva, so you guys can party with us this coming week as the world opens. Okay, I know everybody's wearing masks this, that, and the third, and that's great. But still, no matter what, stay 6 feet the fuck away from us.
Period.
Love ya. Mean it.
See ya.